However, between January and today, our staff has received over 115 phone calls this past January and today from parents and counselors about children for whom we simply do not have the resources to match. They are children not only of incarcerated parents. These are unique, vibrant, loving kids who, for a variety of reasons, need the help of another caring adult in their lives. There's Nathan, who loves soccer and loves to draw. His mother is struggling with a heroin addiction. There's Chris, whose father put his hands around his son's neck and threw him up against a wall. His mother called, and she just left Chris's father and was worried because he was acting up in school and mildly depressed. Mildly depressed. We heard from the aunt of Clark. And Clark is a senior in high school who was very close to graduating and had just started using drugs. His aunt called and said, he's so close to finishing school. These aren't just kids with absent parents or abusive parents. They aren't just kids on drugs or kids who are in the system. Sometimes they are just kids like Ryan, whose parents are doing the very best that they can. So these profiles I just read are taken directly from our call logs, and they sound very similar to what Nancy described earlier. All asking the same thing. Please help our family. Please help this child. But we can do this. That's why we're here today. We know what can happen when we're able to create these positive mentoring relationships. You've already heard from Serena. We've set the wheels in motion by creating a super mentoring organization. Together, we have 58 years of mentoring in this community. We're well on our way. So our goal is to build an infrastructure to support mentoring relationships for over 200 children in the year 2010. To do this, we need each and every one of you. So thank you so much for being here. So now you're going to take a look at a video, so thank you.
Good morning. My name is Karen Almeida, and I'm a proud mother of 3 amazing children, 2 of which are here with me today. This is Kiana, and she's 12, and this is Calissa, who's 9. My son Corbin is 13, but he was not able to join us this morning. All 3 of my children were matched with mentors through Committed Partners Through Youth 2 years ago. Their father, Jose, and I were divorced, but he had remained active in their lives. He was a good dad, and he visited them every other week. We even went on family vacations together. Our situation was unique in that even after the divorce, we all got along. Then one day, our world was turned upside down. He was sent away to prison. And in our world, people didn't go to jail. I was immediately concerned about my children. I was concerned for many reasons. How would they deal with this tragedy? How would they cope with their prejudices? The only bad guys they knew were the bad guys on TV. Would they think that their father was bad? I was also concerned because I was wondering how I would pay my bills and buy groceries and make ends meet. I didn't have a college education to allow me to get a good paying job. I was panicking and didn't know where to turn. So I contacted Big Brothers Big Sisters first, and they referred me to CPY because they had a mentoring program for kids with incarcerated parents. It was as if my prayers had been answered. I thought, wow, how amazing is it that there's a program right here in Eugene that matches caring adult mentors with kids who have a parent in prison. It wasn't too long after that Corbin was matched with a terrific mentor named Carrie, and Kiana was matched with Brooke, who was in a master's program to become a teacher. I thought, wow, this young woman is studying her butt off in grad school, and yet she still has time to spend with my child. And Calissa was matched with an amazing mentor named Jennifer. I felt so blessed as a parent. Even though we were going through the most tragic encounter in our life, we finally felt safe, respected, understood, and accepted. These amazing mentors were like angels that entered my children's lives at just the right moment. My children now had somebody other than me to talk to about their struggles. They had someone to take them out and enjoy the simple pleasures in life, like bike riding and going bowling and roller skating. They even got to go to see new movies instead of always having to go to the dollar theater. The children felt so special. These mentors gave my children the gift of happiness, and that is truly priceless. I knew we were all going to be okay when I heard recently that Kiana was using her voice in a positive way at school to advocate for one of her peers. He was getting picked on, and Kiana stepped in with confidence and said, "Hey, leave him alone. You don't know what he's dealing with in his life." So here we are, 2 years later, and we're doing extremely well as a family. I'll be graduating from LCC this winter and attending the U of O to study environmental science. And finally, getting that college degree I'd always wanted. It's because of organizations like CPY and Big Brothers Big Sisters that we're able to move forward in life and not feel like victims. My children are now standing taller and speaking louder. Thank you, CPY, thank you, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and thank you to the amazing mentors, Carrie, Brooke, and Jennifer, for all of the time and advice you've shared with my children. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you this morning.